Hello everyone, welcome back to some Fire Emblem 12, New Mystery of the Emblem, Heroes of Light and Shadow, but better. I'm Mecha, and I'm joined here today, as always, by the one and only Original Raisins to play some prologues. How are you doing today?
Doing great. Doing very well. Doing very well. So I got curious about this Heroes of Light and Shadow name because this is literally my first time hearing it.
Is it?
Is this just yeah, well, I always heard it referred to as New Mystery of the Emblem, right? I've
Mm-hmm.
never heard it called anything else, right?
Yeah.
So is this like where does this name come from? Is it like the actual Japanese name or
Yeah, I think it's just that long. It can't be official localization because there is none. I just know that
Mhm.
like the whole title, which I find very funny, as you could probably tell, is Fire Emblem New Mystery of the Emblem tilde Heroes of Light and Shadow. And
Oh, okay.
there's a whole copy paste that's like, oh my god, my favorite Fire Emblem game is Fire Emblem New Mystery of the Emblem tilde Heroes of Light and Shadow.
Oh yeah.
Whenever I feel like playing Fire Emblem, I put on Fire Emblem New Mystery Heroes of Light and Shadow, and so on and so on and so on.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, this is literally my first time ever hearing it referred to as that. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, no, I've been really liking this playthrough so far. We got some brand new units. It's been really good.
Mm-hmm. We're getting a
So,
couple more today too in Prologue
mhm.
4, probably 5, maybe 6 if we somehow blaze through. But I don't expect that because maps get quite tricky. They're still small, but they get a little bit more puzzle heavy. Which maps we're doing though depends on what we answer Jagan here when he asks us, "Don't tell me you're still in the dark about Prince Marth's method of fighting during the War of Shadows." So you can say either yes or no, and it seems like an insignificant question, and it really is. But what you answer determines whether you go to one map or the other. Now, for this chapter Prologue 4, the map is the same, but the enemies change slightly. But later on in the prologue, that gets a little bit different. I had no idea how to choose between the maps. I don't want to play them twice on a Let's Play. That seems like counterintuitive. So I was like, well, why don't I just ask my audience? So I made a poll, just asking them if they were familiar. And just like people playing this game for the first time, they had no idea what I was asking of them. But 62 said they were familiar anyway. With 60% said yes. So we're saying yes to this question, and I expect similar things will happen if you say no. But I will show off the no option just to show you what you got, or show you what
Okay.
you missed out on, I guess. And then we'll load that save state and show it again.
I see,
There you
gotcha.
go.
This is like when you're playing an FPS game and there's a hallway, and you
Yeah,
find that one of the hallways is the right way, so you got to go
yeah,
back down the other to get all the ammo or whatever. Like,
yeah, exactly. So in this prologue, you get the same units on your side, but who we're fighting is Bernadetta. In normal Fire
oh,
Emblem, this is George, and if you manage to win against George and friends, then you get Gordon, which is kind of an unfair reward considering the other one you fight Athena and you get Athena, which is who has been replaced by a different unit in this. I don't know why they made the choices that they did. I'm probably going to be saying that a lot during the playthrough, but looking at Bernie's stats, I'm probably kind of glad we don't have to fight her at the very least, but because her stats are kind of good. She's got that 13 speed, which is enough to double some people like Marty and Shirley Oswin. And the only recourse we have about her is probably just surrounding her and hoping for the best. So glad we're not fighting
yeah, no.
her. But our next
Yeah, this
opponent is
Bernadetta
even
looks
worse.
insane, but like fighting her level 20 stats here, it looks like holy
Yeah,
crap, what on earth?
basically, yeah. Fortunately. So
Mhm.
let us quickly grab the yes answer, which is what y'all wanted.
Mhm.
Yes, I'm sorry, not familiar with the detail. Wait, you said you were
I'm not
familiar. What? You? Oh my god, you liar! Oh my god.
No, 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 no. Literally, oh my goodness. I guess it was always no.
Oh,
But
I guess
shall
I
tell
guess yes
you.
is no and no is yes. Shit. Don't tell me
Oh
you're
wait, really?
unfamiliar.
Oh yeah, it was.
Did I check
Don't
my
tell me
audience?
you aren't, right?
Did I check my audience into
Hold
going to a
on.
different map? Oh no.
Well, yeah, because doesn't Jagan give you like a negative question? He's like, "Don't tell me
Yeah.
you aren't" or whatever. It's like, what on earth?
Yes, I should have realized that negative times negative is positive.
Yeah.
Oh well. Maybe next time I won't fuck it up.
Don't tell me you ain't familiar with none of the ways that Marth didn't do this. Like, you know.
It is all but untrue.
I know.
Right. Well, that
It's
just
like,
means we're fighting this map
oh,
instead. Yeah, I know,
there we
right?
go.
Okay.
It's like
So
trying to answer a question in the U.S. South. Like something about the Southern U.S. accent. Everyone just poses everything as a negative all the time. It's like you ain't got none of this. It's like,
yeah,
dude, what on
that's
earth?
annoying, ain't it?
Oh yeah. Ain't that annoying?
Ain't that annoying? Right. So our opponent for today will be Altena. She's a
Ooh.
ridiculously strong person, just like Bernadetta. I think I'm seeing the same speed, but now with one range combat, more strength, and 40 HP. And the only redeeming factor is that Faye can hit her super effectively with a bow. And yes, we will get Altena if we manage to defeat her, which is good because she's kind of strong. She's kind of buff. So yeah, looking good. We'll review her properly when we actually have her, but who we can review properly are 2 other units over here that I should have the stat screens lined up for. So
okay, so remind me, because I'm looking at units like this Altena, this 13 strength, 13 speed. Okay, is like each chapter in the prologue in casual mode, or is like the whole entire prologue like in parentheses in casual mode? You know what I mean?
oh,
Like,
I'm glad you asked. I think the best comparison is Lim mode. You
okay.
they don't die, they retreat, and they come back in the main story, but you suffer some kind of penalty for doing it. In Lim mode, the penalty is they come back at lower stats than you train them. Like I think the training is negated if you do it. I don't remember. I think they come back with the Hector
they join
bases.
in like.
I think.
Okay.
The
Well,
Hector
I mean, that
base.
could be higher than what they had in Lin.
Yeah,
You know?
like if you're Radd or
mean-
Wallace, it could be good. Yeah, that's true.
If like if my Lucius dies instantly, then probably that like improves him in Hector mode, right? Like,
I think Lucius has the same. But,
Maybe?
you know, that's
I
just,
don't remember.
That's just a detail. I know for Wrath you get like a higher level Wrath, and for Wallace you get a promoted Wallace if you kill him off unpromoted in Lim mode, which is kind of funny.
oh, that's funny. Yeah.
It saves you a Nightcrest is killing the guy off.
Yeah, no, pretty good. Okay, but
in
go ahead.
This,
in the mystery.
I think they stay the same level. I don't know. I don't do it often because you also lose some gold, I think, if you do it, which is sad because gold can be put to use in so many ways in this game that I don't ever try to play on with dead units. I think I've done the last time I did so was for like a draft race. So I don't know, but maybe in Prologue 8 we'll give ourselves an opportunity to find out if we don't feel like resetting.
Yeah.
Or one of the other tough chapters. For now, I'm going to try to keep my units alive as much as possible. But, you know, there's a lot of people who like this game. There's not as many as for other games, but there are a lot of people who like the game, and surely someone in the comments who knows will tell us.
Mm-hmm.
In the meantime...
But yeah, we have 2 new units. Yeah.
we have 2 new units. Just as a like quick recap of what we do have that you already know. We have Oswin, the Armonite Avatar. We have Isidora, the Cavalier. We have Marty, the Enemy Barbarian. And we have Faye as our Archer. So the Mercenary and the Cleric are new. Let me see who I've lined up first. Any guesses?
Okay, we have a mercenary and a cleric.
Yes.
Well, we did literally just fight Lucina, right? So,
True.
did we get Lucina on the prior map?
You know,
I do know that
you
one.
You do know
Can't
that
fool
one.
me.
That's true.
There we go. Wait, what?
It's Lucina.
Oh my goodness.
She good. She knew.
Yeah, no.
Right. And Lucina was submitted by Patreon veteran Blue William 7. He asked me to specifically use Sumiya ! Lucina, which means Sumiya is her mom, so pretend that she married Crom. With rounded growth. I know the growths on the left are like Sumiya, her like the actual growth that she would have in Awakening. But due to technical difficulties and problems and spaghetti code, I couldn't really give her those exact growths, so pretend that they're rounded to the nearest 5. And you get what are some pretty crazy growth in particularly HP, strength, skill, speed, luck, you know, the usual strong stats for Lucina. She's looking pretty strong. And her bases seem really good too. Just 14 speed, which for example, I think it doubles the Mercenary that we're facing this chapter, as well as everything else that isn't particularly fast. And maybe not the Myrmidon, but just about everything else. She's very fast. Right now she's only got an Iron Sword, but we'll get access to Steel Swords, and as a reminder, they don't weigh you down in this game. So her offense is going to be pretty good. Her bulk is less impressive. Kind of reminds me of like FE7 Raven, how kind of weak she is with 4 defense. It's like tied with some of our other fragile units like Faye. But her speed at least lets her not get doubled, and should survive 1 hit, sometimes 2 hits, and generally just be a good offensive like way to push through enemy lines. Of course, can be very good against like killing archers when she doesn't take a counterattack. Good against killing axe fighters. Might even dodge one occasionally, even though avoid isn't very high. Just a good offensive unit, and we will get her back fairly quickly in the main story as well. I believe her bases here are not kept in the proper game due to how she had to be implemented, but we'll be able to double check that when we actually get there. But that's what I think from memory. So I think Sumiya Lucina is going to be pretty good. Any thoughts on her?
Yeah, I mean, this unit looks like absolutely crazy right now. I don't know. Like, not only does she have just higher growths than all the units we've seen so far, but also she has higher bases by like +4 in every important stat. I feel like. I mean, I guess, yeah, there is the drawback of this defense, like, kind of does suck. And I think in this game that does matter because, you know, like, enemy hit stats are pretty high. You know, you can't even, I think, like, even if she's fighting an axe-wielding enemy in a forest, they still have, like, what, 60 hit on her, probably, I would estimate. So that's, like, you know, you still can't really rely on that. or incorporate that as your strategy. You just kind of have to like assume that they're going to hit, I feel. But I mean, this unit seems like really strong offensively.
Yes.
I am wondering if like the whole, different version for Prologue and main story, like how big of an asterisk that is. Like, what if I mean, for all I know, her stats could go down, right? Like, I haven't really memorized which unit this is replacing or like when such unit joins in the story, and I haven't like
It's Sita.
tried to hack this ROM to see. Oh, Sita, yeah, it makes sense.
So
well, we should get it like
5-ish. Yeah, you get it back.
Yeah, we should get it pretty soon. Yeah, I don't know, but again, I don't really know how those stats will even compare when we get her back. The fact that she's in the mercenary class itself, I mean, pretty decent. Doesn't that promote to hero?
Yep, it does.
Or okay, gotcha. I was wondering if there was going to be some gender restriction, but I guess not.
Nope.
So
no soul, but we'll have access.
Yeah, I mean, seems pretty good. Like I think this is like probably the best unit we've seen so far of the like 4 or 5 that we've got.
You might be right. That's kind of a trend in the vanilla FE12 prologue as well. We're like, oh, I get this unit now. Whoa, that's strong. Ooh, that's strong. Ooh.
Yeah, no.
Get some kind of Jagan vibes from that. All right, noted. Lucina is good according to Raisins. We'll see if it holds up. According to me too. Don't worry. I'm in agreement with you.
There we go.
The other unit. Any guesses? The cleric.
Okay, a cleric. I'm gonna stick with the awakening thing. I bet it's Lissa.
Lissa. That's
I mean, the only hint I got is that it's a cleric, right? So
and that was like a misleading hint because this is Lachesis from Fire Emblem 4 Genealogy of the Holy War. But
there you go.
She will be able to reclass and make use of her high weapon ranks in other classes when we actually get reclasses. This is the one character or one of the very few characters that I am allowed to reclass in this ROM, and I think that's matched by the hacking that's been done. Because when Lachesis
literally reclass freely, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
Anything you desire.
Well, not everything. Like everything that her class set will allow her to, but it's still like a fair array of classes. I think the female class would have access to like Sniper, Swordmaster, Draco Knight, so pretty much everything you could want in the SFE. And it's kind of meant to match Lachesis in FE4 Genealogy, where she promotes and she becomes from a helpless cleric with a sword to a Master Knight with like 10 move or 9 move, A rank in every weapon type except like dark and light magic, still staff access and still like swords, bows, axes, whatever you want. So very fun, customizable unit in a game that is otherwise, in this challenge at least, not very customizable. Submitted by Hugo, and her growths are, I mean, not super impressive, but she does have high strength. Or in the original, this is because of her holy blood, and in here it's because we gave her 50% strength growth. Everything else is pretty mediocre, but hopefully the class versatility will give her some kind of niche in the main game. We can't reclass it Prologue, so here she will just be healing people, and healing kind of sucks in a interesting way in the DSFE. I think we've had this in the sequel, the prequel, Shadow Dragon, but better. Where we're using some healers early on and they would heal like 10 HP or something because it's like 10 plus magic divided by 2 or something. It's like a very low amount. But
yeah, it's like 8 plus 1/3 magic or something, right?
Yeah,
like
it might be even worse than I'm saying.
It's really low.
It is
like,
rough. It's like a vulnerary plus, but at least it's a vulnerary plus that someone else uses on you, and it's cheaper per use, and it like gains you higher access to higher stabs eventually, so it usually is worth investing in the cleric even though their healing is very low. And I mean, your units are going to take damage, and this is the best way to get rid of that damage, so it's not exactly difficult to level her up, but it is going to feel a bit disappointing compared to like slapping a Mend on Priscilla or Sarah or something like that and just watching a unit just heal all the damage they took. We have to be a bit more conservative with the damage we take if we want to heal it all off, and sometimes that might not be possible on a cramped map like this. Still, a very valuable asset to have in Prologue, and if you want to use it in a main game, I'm pretty sure you get some good results as well. So, what do you think will be Lachesis' future if she were to be used long term?
So I do just want to say straight away, I actually really like that this character was given this capability to reclass freely, and I think it's very fitting for Lachesis in particular. So I'm really pleased with Hugo of like coming up with this like very creative unit. Right.
I don't know if he came up with it. I forgot if he did, but he might have.
Okay, well, if Hugo got told by his friend to do this, then go Hugo's friend. But I don't know that, so I'm going to give credit to Hugo, right? Like, I do think that, there are some people who like don't necessarily like the free reclassing of DSFE. I can totally get that opinion, and in this entire playthrough, we're kind of like going without it. But I do still think it's a pretty important part of DSFE and of liking DSFE, and the fact that we get a unit who's able to do it, I think that's pretty sick, right? So we can think about the math, we can think about the different classes that she can go into and why they may benefit our team or why they may benefit her. I'm looking at this like speed base, and I'm currently wondering like how much of that speed base is coming from the cleric base and how much of that is personal, right?
I think it's
like
a lot personal. I think, when I remember.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard for me to say. I have like no intuition for how fast clerics are in this game because like they just don't enter combat usually, right?
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
You know, it's kind of hard to figure out. But no, I'm actually really looking forward to this unit. So I think it'll be a lot of fun for us to experiment with this mechanic. Even if after a couple chapters we just like get 13 better units, it's like, well,
yeah, that might happen.
We had our fun for a bit, you know. I like it a lot.
That might happen. Yeah, I have to replace units a lot because there's so many of them, and I want to give them all some time in the sun. So I can't guarantee I'll be able to make full use of Lachesis' reclass capabilities, but I'll try to use it at least once. I think that would be cool. All right. In that case, let us get to game playing. So, cramped hallway map number but we might get more. So the gaming of the map is kind of that you just get rushed by a bunch of guys, and I think there's no way to avoid all their aggressions. I might do a couple resets just to show off how they do, or I might, accidentally throw away a run and say I'm doing it to accidentally reset. I haven't decided yet.
Oh yeah.
A couple different ways I like to tackle this, or that you can tackle this. One of them is putting Faye in range of this archer. In vanilla, you have Ryan, who has like notably worse bulk than everyone else, so the archer will attack Ryan even though he has options that do not counter him. In this, he would do the same damage to say Lucina. So if you packed everyone in here, then the archer would have the option to shoot whoever is like in one of these tiles when Faye's in the other, and he would probably shoot someone else over Faye. But with Ryan, he would shoot them, and so you can fight this archer even though he has no right of getting countered on enemy phase. Everyone else is kind of rush you down. So you could like hunker behind Oswin or whatever you call your knight, my unit, and just put him here and put everyone in this little box here and just choke point forever. Another approach would be to just make like a vertical wall here and take them on 3 at a time. I find that a little difficult. Another approach is to choke them and say like you're at the choke point now. And just kind of put units here. I think it's best when you don't attack. That way you can fight these soldiers and everyone else gets kind of locked behind them. You only have to fight this archer. And maybe then you actually have a way to get Faye in range of this archer alone. And Altena will move, but she can't attack you unless the path is clear for her. And the movement order, I believe, for this one is like the sorties move first, and then the lances, then Altena. I've tried to check it with the like put the cursor on the boss method and then like else swapping out, but it hasn't been completely reliable for me. But I think the order is like sorties first, then the soldiers, and then the archer, and then Altena. That's what I've found so far in my testing. So I think the most fun method would be to push up to them first to see if that works. Do you agree? Think it'd be fun?
Yeah, I totally agree. We can put Oswald on the tile. Yep. Even if we don't really have anyone else who can like... Oh, well, we have Marty, actually, so where can Marty go?
Yeah, we can't put Marty here because of the pillar is in the way, and he's kind of okay against the soldiers as long as he doesn't backfire against them. But again, since we only heal like 12 HP at a time with our healer, if Marty takes a bunch of damage, we can't really get him back into full action. So I was thinking of having Oswin here since he takes less damage per, everything, and he doesn't have backfire. And we put Isadora here for a round, and then we can put like Faye here. I think Isadora will probably get shot by the archer because her defense is lower, but we'll see how that works out.
Defense is lower than Faye is yeah. I was thinking about the whole over the wall thing because guys, you got to forgive me. It's been a while since I played the game, so like I'm still kind of like relearning the AI as we go. But yeah, I think they just like don't care at all about whether or not you can counter or how hard you can counter. I think like the enemy AI in this game, when it's choosing its when it's like determining its targeting and who's going to shoot, when it has many options, like only cares about its own offenses, right? So if Faye with 4 defense goes here versus if Isadora with 3 defense goes there, they're just going to go for Isadora, right?
Yep, I think so too. But regardless, the way I put Oswin right now kind of forces us to use Isadora regardless, I think, because no one else can go in that tile. And even if we did like Marty and then Oswin here, I think we'd be worse off. So I reckon we just
I was thinking about that.
Now.
Okay, if we lived in Fantasyland, then like Marty would be going where Isadora is, and Oswin would be going where Oswin is, right? But it's kind of a quirky thing about Fire Emblem, if you put Marty where Oswin is, and if you put Oswin where Isadora is, and you walled off like that way, because you don't have a dancer or a rescue or anything, there's no way to get 2 units to like swap spaces in Fire Emblem, right? Like you just can't
it's true.
do it. Like doesn't matter how good you are.
Until we get a rescue staff,
That's true.
Anyway, if we don't think the archer's gonna shoot Faye ever, we might as well just move her here, I guess, to just accept like, okay, you're going for. Actually, if we take movement order, if it's really the sorties first, they might block the way for the archer to shoot them, and then they could hit Faye over here. Let's try that actually.
That's true. That could happen. Okay, if we want to counterattack, then the place you have your cursor on right now, that's the best for the counterattack, right?
Because they clog up both spaces behind the soldiers, right? Probably if they move as far to us as possible, the sword guys.
Yeah. If we wanted to maximize our offensive options, I think the square north of Lachesis was actually the best one, right? Because then we just have access to every attacking square that we could possibly want next turn. But this does give us the opportunity to counterattack.
Mm-hmm. You mean like having her like move as far towards the enemy as possible, right? Basically.
No, I literally mean being like north of Lachesis, because then she can fire over the wall, she can fire from behind Oswin. She has like every option available, right?
It's the best. It's the best place for an archer to shoot from. It's like in those little holes in the castle walls things.
Ooh, yeah. Right. I see you making them now. Yeah, look at that.
All right,
let's make archer first. Apparently.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know how that works.
Oh, she doubles Faye, or the archer doubles Faye. That probably makes a difference versus Isadora and Faye targeting. Okay. We figured that one out.
Yeah, I think that might be a stat rule. I don't remember if that happened when I was like messing around with this chapter, but you know, works in my favor anyway.
There we go. So we failed successfully.
Yes.
Right.
Sure did. Okay, and one guy goes for Isadora over Oswin for obvious reasons.
Ooh.
Looks good to me. And then they all clog behind here.
Ooh.
So I kind of like it that they don't have spaces to attack me freely. We probably can't keep Isadora here because she'll suffer from success if this happens. We could heal her back to full and kill the guy, and then it'd be probably okay.
We also have the option to like stab the soldier and then like put Marty south of the Myrmidon, like a kind of straight line strat type of thing.
Yep, we could do that. Isn't it better to put Lucina there than Marty, considering Marty's just like not super reliable at surviving and everything? Because if the
I would have like unequipped, like
that could work. But if we're unequipped,
although the unequip is kind of boring, like
Marty would never do such a thing.
Oh maybe, yeah, true. Yeah, is that true?
I mean, we can do that. We can do that.
He like basically can't be what's it called, captured, right?
Yeah, true. It will never happen.
Yeah, so maybe he can just unequip. Although maybe that makes him actually really bad at unequipping. Right?
Oh,
wow, magic skill? Are you serious? It's freaking opposite day for Oswin, dude. What on earth?
I'm kind of glad we're getting a bad Oswin at least.
Yeah, true. If our like my unit just ended up being way better than all of our other guys, that would be actually like kind of dissatisfying.
Thinking ahead, do we want to use a unit that 2-shots the guy, or a unit that doesn't 2-shot the guy but has better bulk? Because if we do this, then next turn we have an easier time killing him with just using Lucina. Like, surely we just kill the archer and just, like, remove that from the equation, right? Like, surely we just take the 92.
Yeah, surely. Shot. Like, this is just the... I think it always begins with this, unless we miss, right? And then it's suddenly complicated.
Then it begins with another set of moves, probably.
Yeah, then it... we retry from the very beginning.
How would Marty do here? I mean, he can't die. Well, no, he can't, because he would suffer from... No, because if he hits the guy with his Devil Axe, then sure, the space frees up, but also he still doesn't have backfire on him, so he probably lives.
Yeah, also, like, if he backfires, and then, like, on the next turn backfires again, like...
That is pretty bad, yes.
Yeah, okay, here's the thing, though,
I wouldn't attack here, just to clarify. I would just put him here with the Devil Axe equipped, if I did this.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because if I attack, I
that makes sense, yeah.
Dying, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of a low one, but I would have it.
That makes sense.
Alright, so I guess it's you, Isadora, and then move Lucina in.
I like it.
Alright, let's see it. And hopefully we just don't crit the guy.
Oh yeah, there's an 8% chance to just like...
lose.
Which
might be higher than the double backfire chance, to be honest.
Yeah.
What we can hope
actually, the double backfire is like slightly higher, right?
Probably. I hope Altena goes in range of Faye. I don't think she will, but it would be really funny if she did.
Also, like, enemy move order, this Myrmidon might go last. I don't remember it.
It was the sorties before Altena, I think.
Okay.
Okay, so Lucina needs to swap out now. Oh,
nice.
Oh,
thank you, Altena.
Yo.
Easy. Well, I mean,
3-shot by the archer. Nice flying weakness. What is this?
Yeah, there we go. I mean, the iron bow is like only 5 might, right? So, or actually 7 might. What? How much defense does this person have?
Yeah, 5 might.
Wait, it's 5. Oh, weapon rank. Okay,
yeah,
I see it
rank
now.
weapons. Yeah.
Yeah. I was wondering. It's like, what on
Yeah.
earth is going on?
Yeah, that's what gives her like such good like hidden stuff. Where Lucina, for example, stuck with D rank swords, so her I mean her accuracy here is fine, but it could be a reason
Yeah.
why she has bad might on some people, for example.
Yeah, the sword rank improves your attack, right? Like
Yes.
the weapon rank bonuses kind of like round out your weaknesses.
Yeah.
Is kind of the pattern.
Yes. Okay. We could be boring, unequip all our guys, and just start shooting Altena.
Yeah, that would be like the optimal way to do it, right? I mean,
20. Oh, Oswin dies. We need to heal Oswin if we want to kill this soldier.
ooh.
Probably. I mean, Altena kills him from here. I don't know if Altena's like necessarily.
I mean, what if we kill a soldier and then we like just bung out Altena with the devil axe or something, right?
Oh,
And, like,
I
how
mean-
bad can that be?
I think it could be pretty bad, but I think I'm gonna stab him anyway and
Okay.
figure it out from there. But I'm pretty sure that
It's-
Devil Axe is Bunga is a losing move in some way. Especially because there's 2 tiles.
Oh,
right
yeah.
now. I mean, okay, so we survive a backfire and 2 hits. It's just we can't survive anything else from there. So it would have to be like Lucina kills and then put Isadora here. And that's okay. We could
I mean, that's like okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
And we have to make sure that we can't like kill Altena with Marty and then open up the square for the sortie. Although I think the sortie moves first. But we don't want that to happen. So I guess just sit here.
This grayed out crit, is this just like what happens when it's 0, or is there like some special effect making crits impossible?
That's a good question. Do you have crit? It could just be what it shows for 0. But I mean, clearly I can
She only
crit
has, like-
Altena with some people.
She
just
only
not with
has 6 luck, right? I guess
Yeah.
like maybe Faye has garbage skill or something, or oh, okay, yeah, that explains it. Okay.
Yeah, she kind of does. She kind of does. All right. Ooh, excuse me. All right, so we gotta. Did I have to heal? Did I have to heal? No, I don't. I gotta heal Osmond, probably.
Yeah, you get to heal. There we
I
go.
gotta heal whatever, whoever, whenever. All right, let's throw you here. Fun fact:
Gotta
healers
train
get different
the
XP in this game based on what level they are, so they get less as you go on. I think.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Like the EXP formula? Is it just like the staff they use and their own current level, or is it like what's it
Yeah.
called?
I think that's it.
The other one.
Like in Fates, where it depends on like the person you heal.
Yeah, or like 3 houses, where it depends on the target you heal. I mean, no, if
Or
it does
Awakening,
Fates
where
too,
I
then
think
yeah.
that might-
Oh,
Oh.
okay, that's true.
Hey,
Okay, we
Scar's
doubled and I
fast.
got like
Yeah.
super scared.
Yep. Fair enough.
Ooh.
All right.
All right, let's
Please
go.
don't. Okay.
Nice,
Okay.
nice.
Okay.
Easy.
Okay. Okay. We got through.
I had no idea, by the way, that you like fight Athena here in this chapter. I think I just answered no to the question because I wanted to hear the lore. Like,
Look, Marty's an archer.
oh yeah.
What else can we mark Marty? I think we can make Marty a mercenary too.
Oh, true. Can we make him a dragon?
Let's try it. Hello. Maybe it only works for player
That's-
units.
It's not really a dragon, is it? Like, I don't know.
He's trying his best, but it's not coming.
Okay,
out.
okay.
But maybe
The
next chapter we have a
shape-shifting Marty.
dragon. All right.
Yeah, he's a Lagoose.
He's a Lagoose. Get him, Faye.
So say if this misses, then things get like a little bit complicated. But I think Lucina just walks up and kills her, right?
Yeah, surely. Lucina's hit is good enough, or Isadora, or well, not Marty. Oh my.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Wow.
Ugh.
Faye's first level.
Honestly,
I do sometimes wonder, is like the person who submitted, like Faye or whoever, or like just here ready, they got like their popcorn ready to see their first level, and it's just garbage. Like, wow, okay.
That sucks. And he only got like fielded for like 3 chapters, so he just like get wrecked afterwards. That'd be so sad.
Yeah, I know. It's like, man, why did this person submit this like awful garbage unit, man? Like, don't they know we're trying to win the game?
I also don't know if the growths are correct again. Like, the game is spaghetti code. They could be incorrect. We tried our best to verify them.
True. I'm gonna trust that they are, right? Like, I guess we could figure out at the very end that, oh, wait a sec, everything was wrong, but
Mhm.
just the right. Oh, spoiler. Oh, no.
Spoiler. Oh, I didn't read the spoiler, but I guess
fine.
there was a spoiler. Yes. Maybe I'll blur it out
Yeah.
again. All right, let's do 5. 5 is really hard. I have a miserable time with 5.
Yeah, the maps actually get like pretty hard pretty quick, if I
Mhm.
recall, right? Like,
This
I mean, they're very short, so usually it's like there's one tricky turn. This for sure is nice and peaceful.
It
Oh,
sure
yeah.
is nice and peaceful. Okay, so it's a bandit map with a couple of these ruffian guys, thief, and then 2 hunters. And you're not like in immediate danger of like just melting straight away, but they tend to move in pretty fast. And if you don't have a good plan of getting rid of them fast, you get wrecked. But you do get 2 new good units in vanilla. You get Merrick and you get Athena. And we don't get Athena, but we do get Altena over here. She is nerfed a little bit because her the stats that we had to fight her at were a bit too good. Submitted by Peeved Ladios, another Patreon veteran. I got those insane FE4 growth, 135 HP growth, 65 strength, 45 skill, 60 speed, 55 defense. Obviously, we can't keep this character as is, and Athena herself actually leaves for the longest time of any Prologue character, and so Altena will as well. We'll only get her back, I think the chapter's number is like 13x from the top of my head. So
oh wow, that's like halfway through the game.
It is like forever, but trust me when I say that Altena will still be worth using when we get her back. But, you know, it wouldn't be very fun. It wouldn't be very hard to play this game when she comes back as a Wyvern Rider in Chapter 1. Like, that would just be obliterating a whole lot with no free reclassing, especially with that A-rank lances, capable of using silver lances and whatever other lance you might find, javelins, killer lances, so many options. So even though her bases aren't, like, super massive for a Draco Knight, they're still good enough to function. And they might be roughly Draco Knight bases, but they're still enough to like take a hit from almost any enemy. I don't think she quite survives archers, but between like being able to manipulate lances and axes with the weapon triangle, I think she'd be pretty sturdy. And the flying utility, even though you can't rescue in this game, is still quite good. Like being able to position yourself just about anywhere, and being able to use a strong lance to just like one-shot a thief that's getting away with treasure or something. Stuff like that is always useful in Fire Emblem, almost no matter what game you play. I guess Altena's own game, FE4, is the one game where Wyvern Riders don't do very well, but I think she's better in FE12 than she is in FE4. And I think it's going to be fun to use her when she comes back, and I think she's going to be really fun to have for the Prologue chapter. So I'm glad you're all familiar and gave me Altena over Bernadetta / her replacement joiner. So what do you think about Altena?
Yeah, I'm looking at this unit and it's like, dude, what's the catch? Like, we just got 12 defense. I mean, what's Oswin got right now?
Well, I mean, not the best example maybe, but he's also got 12.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's like,
yeah.
It's the same as Oswin.
Yeah, true.
Like, and also it's like, is this like as fast as Isadora as well? And like as strong as Lucina? Like, okay, so
no, well, actually.
Okay, basically, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Isadora was doubling mercs, that's true. Lucina's a bit faster.
Yeah, it's like literally we just like took all of our best units and like put them in the pot and made like a Powerpuff Girl or something. Like, look at this, what's going on? Like we just have a super unit now in Altena. Like
and a little bit of fire utility. Oops, he just like spilled.
Oh yeah,
in there.
I know, accidentally spilled some fire utility in there. Didn't mean to do that. Also weapon triangle control. Do we actually have an axe in our inventory that she can legally wield? Like I forget the rank on the devil axe, if it's D or if it's
D, unfortunately.
Okay, that's fine. So we do not have an axe that she can legally wield. But
you're right.
I mean, still, I'm looking at this unit like, what on earth? Like, this is just... Is this just like, insane?
Yeah.
Like, doesn't this unit just kick total butt? At least in the prologue, you know? Like, obviously, we don't get her back until later, but, like, for the time being, I was about to be like, man, these prologue chapters are going to be hard, and then we see Altena, it's like, okay, guess not.
She totally makes sense. Maybe not against these enemies because they all got axes, so they might be able to nearly two-shot her. Or,
yeah,
they three-shot her, I think, from what I can
I'll concede that is like her one drawback, right? Is that she is not as good as she would be otherwise because of the weapon triangle disadvantage. But I still think she's like pretty strong, like especially in comparison to the other units we have.
Yeah, that, and this is the only axe chapter, the only axe heavy chapter in the prologue from my memory. There's Prologue 8 where there's a couple more. I guess there's also mages that are pretty good against her, but she's good against sorties. Like there's a lot of thieves in Prologue and a fair bit of mercs and myrmidons. So like for every enemy that she has a disadvantage against, she probably has one she has an advantage against. So yeah, I think she's
just
really good.
Like a whole chapter full of mercs, so she's just like obviously the best unit at everything, right? Like, you know,
possibly. So let's find out.
See.
There's a bit of a quirk in this chapter that I need to see if I can put it on screen real quick. So there's a bit of an error here. I just found it. This tile and another tile got swapped. This one is a forest, but it looks like a plain tile. So there's somewhere else there's going to be a forest tile that actually is a... there's going to be a tile that looks like a forest that is a plain. I don't remember which it is. And it kind of makes a difference on how your strategy goes sometimes. I'm trying to find it.
Is that like a result of the hack, or is this like present in the vanilla version of the game?
It's vanilla too. Yeah, it's here.
Oh wow, that's funny.
This is it. So this hunter actually moves further than the forest, which he can. And I don't
know
that's
so funny, actually.
I don't know what the intended version is, but I think it makes the chapter harder, knowing not what it is and being able to make an error off of it.
I know.
That's
it's a peaceful forest, right? You know? Didn't
true.
they just say earlier? Because it's a peaceful forest, it doesn't provide combat bonuses.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, everyone just looks like Marty. It surely has to be a peaceful forest. Oh, we can make it look like a dragon. Look, he's a dragon now.
Oh, there we go. Look at that.
That dragon enough for you?
Yes, our shapeshifter. We actually have Zane, is what we have.
Based.
We got him early, yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna get another unit soon enough joining over here that would normally be Merrick that will help us as well, but we're probably gonna need to get a head start on this. I don't recall which enemies move, and I might just like move backwards a bit to try out. This is like to check some combats. Isidora's getting 2-shot by all these guys. I think Faye gets 1 rounded by a lot of them because they have 7 speed and she has 3, so she gets doubles. Doubling formula is 4. Altena surely gets 1-shot by an archer.
Oh, the fact that she doesn't 1-round this archer or double this archer is actually like such garbage. By the way,
Yeah.
she's 1 short.
Yeah, she does 2-shot though, right? Like she does 2-shot enemies, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was gonna
there's a
propose
fail.
actually like running her to the south to like hit that archer.
Ooh, her numbers are kind of good. If we can get her to face 3 enemies and just weaken them all, that's pretty
Wait,
good.
what about the other archer by the freaking peaceful forest?
Oh, that's 7.
Oh wait,
Oh,
she's
hold
got
up,
that one.
Hold up. We might not be able to keep that, but ho 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 ho.
Oh, okay.
If we can do that, that would be kind of peak. It would not be in range of these guys, isn't it? Oh, it is, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Shit. That sucks. But if we could take them out, maybe. But then everyone else is in danger, so probably not.
Yeah, the move I was like thinking about
Ooh.
was before I checked the combats.
Mhm.
Oh,
Please finish your thought. I'll try to keep mine in my head.
yeah, was for Altena to attack that south archer, and then hopefully that would draw those 2 brigands south, and then the entire rest of the team go north.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason that would be a good play is because then on the next turn, Altena, if she didn't just kill the brigands,
Mm-hmm.
right, she might just win. She can max move out, and that like basically like stuns the brigands for a turn, right, because they're just out of range. And then
I like
the
that.
entire rest of the team can deal with these 2 brigands and this archer and the thief, however it decides to move. But
It's interesting. I had a reverse thought, actually. I was thinking, if we can kill this guy, I was like, at first, like, oh, we're getting 3 shots, so we can't be here in range of all these guys. But then I remember what you said earlier, where you're like, oh, yeah, DS units don't care as long as, like, they don't care about counterattacks as long as they check how much offense they do when they have the most. I worded that so terribly, but the point is, if they have Altena in range and someone else in range, you're going to be like, it's only 7 damage on Altena, I don't want to do that, so they'll prioritize someone else. So if we can bait these 2 into attacking someone else, or these 2, doesn't really matter, I guess. And we kill this archer guy, then theoretically, Altena's totally safe here. Like, because she'd only be in range of 2 guys probably to attack her max. She'd probably take 0 from this thief, if not like 2 damage. Yeah, 0 damage, literally, because he gets like 2 from B rank swords, and he loses it from weapon triangles advantage, and she has A rank lances.
yeah,
So-
does your weapon rank like impose harsher like weapon triangle disadvantage penalties on the enemy, or is
Yeah,
that a
I
thing in this
think
game,
it-
or is that just like fates
I
and
think
whatnot?
it does. I do know that, for example, if you have bonuses, they get taken away. Period. If you have weapon triangles,
Yeah.
you just don't get them. And I think the hit rate penalty you get is harsher. For example, if you have weapon triangle disadvantage, but I think the might is always the same. Again, some expert can enlighten me. Apparently, you don't need this knowledge to beat the game. Otherwise, I would never have beaten it.
Or maybe you did have it, but you just forgot it. I don't know.
Yeah, that happens a lot with me and Fire Emblem too. It's like I'll just remember specifics about every single of the 17 games we have now, and I'll forget them later.
Yeah,
Anyway, what do you say about making a formation that enables us to kill this archer with Altena? Like, why don't we try to bait some enemies to the left here? Preferably out of
I
range
like
of the
it,
thief,
yeah.
so that the thief goes for Altena. That'd be really cool. So
Mhm.
we only need Altena to be away from 2 X brigands. I guess I need to check what order they move in, which I don't know if I can do that. But if there's an order, it's like that. That's the order. I guess, can I check the unit list? Does that work here?
Is that a
Probably not.
thing?
I don't think it's the
I
thing.
know.
I don't think it works in this game.
God, I
We
wish
can't
that three
enter and
houses
figure it
feature
out.
was
We can't
just-
enter and figure it
yeah.
out. I
That's
just
true. That's another option.
Yeah, I could just do that.
I,
So
I won't lie. I think if I were playing, that's like the first thing I would do is I'll just enter and see
Yeah,
move
yeah.
order.
yeah, we can kind of keep track of it when we think about our formation. Maybe we can glean some of that information from ending turn as well. So
Mhm.
if we only need to bait away a couple, we don't have to have it end in all of their ranges. In fact, we don't want that. So maybe we try to bait away like this group over here a little bit.
Mhm.
They do double Oswin, so he's going to be really bad in this map, I think. You can take like 1 guy, but not 2. And Isadora survives 1. In fact, I don't think anyone besides Smarty survive a round. Or
Surely,
2?
right?
19. Okay, he survives 1 round, not 2. Sina survives 1 round, but not 2. Sounds like we need like a vertical wall kind of strategy.
Yeah, we need like no more than 1 unit attacking each. That should be doable though, right? I mean, so if Altena's doing that, I guess like, okay, if Altena's getting in at all, then she needs to kill an archer, right? Isn't that just true?
Yeah, she's gonna kill this archer for sure. I think that's the thing I'm trying to work around. So I think what I got to do is make a vertical wall that puts units in such a way that they take a hit from all these guys. And the corner has to be a bit weird, that wall, because we can't have someone be in the corner and get hit by 2 brigands. So maybe it's more like over here, because I kind of want to try and make it out of range of this archer so that they don't get mixed in here, and he just doesn't get to attack and do damage to us. So like maybe like here. And that would be... We only need to peel away like 1 or 2 guys at most from Altena. So...
Yeah.
Maybe just start with like a wall here. It can't be... It kind of can't be because then these 2 would get attacked. Unless we can manipulate their order a little bit too. So between these 2... Trying to figure out which one moves before the other, but it's kind of hard now we don't know. Okay, let's just try to make a wall here. We can always like dodge in a forest too if we get lucky. That's fine too.
Yeah.
Or we can make it
in the hidden forest apparently.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. This hidden forest is here too. We could go there, but I think that's in range of the archer. I don't think we want that.
Doesn't seem very helpful.
Okay, actually, another thing I'm seeing. We literally only have to peel 1 away from Altena. So what if...
If we can leave the ranges of these like 2 fighters on the east, then they'll go for Altena, right? And then basically the entire rest of the team only has to deal with 2 brigands, I guess, 2 brigands and a hunter.
Yes. So we could put people here, is what I think you're suggesting.
Yeah,
In fact,
like
that's pretty good.
Just go to the far left.
Yeah, this guy actually can't reach that far. I like that a lot, actually. So we try to peel that guy with, like, say, Lucina. For example, we go like Lucina here, and we just make a vertical. Right?
Yeah. Can that south brigand actually reach like Altena's attacking square though? Is the thing, because then that might be like 3 brigands going to Altena.
Yeah, that is true.
And I kind of want only 2, right?
Yeah,
so
I would like only 2. Well, we can do the same thing over here, where we bait like this guy all the way over here.
True.
Like a force over here. I can't zoom out. That's kind of annoying.
There are ways to do it, right?
5, 6. I guess like. Are there ways?
Surely, right? I mean, so this brigand in the northernmost brigand just has better move than the 1-2 southwest of them.
Yes.
Like, so we can, for example, I think if someone goes to north of Isadora, that is in range of the north brigand.
Yeah, if we moved everyone else back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, attack here. Yeah, so we could like put like Marty, Isadora, someone like there.
Yeah, and that would bait him and not the other one.
Yeah. So that seems like a good job for Isadora, so she can do a ton of damage to him. So we move Isadora just like 2 up, move everyone else out of range, then move like 1 guy here. And
yeah.
Kind of gets a job done as like a first attempt, probably. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, the other guys I don't really know where they're gonna move yet. But that's the idea, right?
All right, let's try the idea. I like it. Move you back a little bit. Global range is probably best to have on now. To go here.
Yeah, probably like submit Altena's move now, because that could change the like how we're walling the enemy movement over here. Like some squares may open up and close off.
True.
Just depending.
I agree. She could be in the way of someone. Okay, looks like nothing changed up north at least, so that was calculated correctly. So now we want to put someone to left of the fort, like Lucina, probably.
Yeah. Lucina is actually a really good candidate for that.
Yeah. Might even dodge the hit. She's kind of like Altena, if you think about it. Yeah,
she takes 15. And how much does Oswin take? Because I kind of want to get like another person over here, but how much does Oswin take? If it's more than 15...
It is not more than 15.
Well, they might... I don't know if they factor hit rate into account, do they? I just don't know.
I don't remember.
But yeah, I think like Lucina in that square, like the like on the far left, like if she moves 1 left, 2 down, then that's in range of this brigand here and not in range of the other.
Yeah. This is not global range, this is global range. So yeah. So you want to go like here then, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Seems good. Okay. And then you want like Chris to be with her, basically, but not in range?
If Chris goes 2 left, then he is in range of this brigand who we kind of like allocated to Isadora. So that's not like super good, but
yeah, let's not do that. So let's go here then, I guess, or like here.
Yeah.
Sure, that's not.
That doesn't work. That doesn't work,
2,
right?
3, 4, 5.
He would have to go like 3 north of Lucina to be out of range, right? Because he's currently walling. He's like modifying the enemy range.
Yeah, and the fort is costing him some move, right? So yeah, you're right. Okay.
Yeah.
We can work with this. Okay. And these two should just be like ready whenever, I guess.
Yeah, so this should send exactly one guy to Lucina, exactly one guy to Isadora. Maybe move order makes them change their decision. Like, I guess if the inner brigands move first, we could get owned, but...
Yes.
Yeah.
But then we know. Okay, let's try to keep track of who moves first between these guys. I know it would be kind of difficult, but it might change our unit's fates, you know, and they might die because of it. So let's see it.
Let's just figure it out.
Okay, inner move first.
Okay.
But
not a good start.
Not a good start.
I'll be real.
She could get like surrounded to a point where 3 brigands physically cannot reach her, though. Oh, that's.
I mean, honestly, what if it's fine though? These guys are like 6 to her. You know? Oh. Okay, this is actually the worst case scenario.
The worst timeline, yeah. If the thief attacks her too, then she's surrounded.
Oh yeah, she just literally can't get out. Okay.
That's very.
She keeps on missing these like 84s too.
Yeah,
this is like. I guess there's no lethal here, so because there's no lethal, then it probably won't modify the AI. Right? True. Like, I don't actually think this North Brigand will do anything because they just can't kill Altena.
Oh, that's so good. And now she can come back, and then we have stun locked them out of position.
Yeah.
It's so funky how just having completely different units also completely changes how the map is played. I enjoy that so much.
Yeah.
Dink. Nice job, Altena.
I don't really remember what I did for this. I remember this chapter being way easier than the one we just did, though. Like...
Oh, you thought this one was easier than the previous one?
Oh yeah, whenever I played the other, yeah.
Well, we have a new unit. I am sad to announce. Well, I'm not
sad to announce.
Not super sad. I enjoy getting new units. I love new units. Reviewing new units is like always a pleasure of mine. But someone did decide to submit this person to my game, and I said,
"Okay,
hot damn it." God damn it, Michaelis, that's their alternate Discord name. Why would you submit Conrad? Are you trying to annoy me? Oh my god, Conrad, really?
What's wrong with Conrad?
I hate Conrad. His role in
He's
SOV.
Not Ford.
I do not like his role in SOV story-wise. That's why I hate Conrad.
Oh, okay.
I do appreciate a 35 HP level 10 Cavalier with like Altena level stats, I will admit.
Yeah.
Everything else, that's pretty good. Like E-rank swords, whatever. I still have iron swords. I can still use those against brigands if I want to. C-rank lances, poggers, access to 1-2 range with the javelin. Poggers, even though the javelin is not that strong in this game, only 3 might. 70 hit, not great. But you know what? I'll take it because 1-2 range is extremely rare in this. And my guy is just probably strong enough to double some slower enemies. Really bulky compared to everyone else with 35 HP and 10 defense. And 12 strength. And 12 magic too, because his stats were based on him being level to level 10 paladin in SOV. And then pitchfork to a Pegasus Knight, which is very, very specific. And he will not keep these exact stats coming into his real joining time, which I think is chapter 10 of the main game. But they'll probably be roughly similar because he does join at a time where I think Merrick is also level 10. But yeah, I think he's plenty good. His opponent in the real story is going to be really funny when we get to him. And I think he has a bright future ahead of him. Even though he can't reclass, he would be really kick-ass if he did reclass to a mage. I don't think there's any magical weapons he can use, but every other stat he has is just so good. And the classes of Cavalier and the abilities to just instant promote when the main game hits are going to be really good. So yeah, we have another really good unit coming. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I mean, everything I said about Altena is true about this guy too, right? I mean, I guess except for the flying, that's it. But it still counts. This guy looks like kind of really good. I don't know. This is the first unit who like actually can legally take advantage of his 2 weapon types, right? Like he can trade Lucina's iron sword or whatever if he wants, and then it's like kind of just kicking total butt. I don't know. We got 2 very good units in this chapter, so I'm trying to like think here. There was something I was going to ask. Oh yeah, the javelin. Doesn't the javelin just have like pretty good stats in DSFE? I remember it just being like good.
It's well, I guess they can't see it, and I guess you didn't see it because I thought it was being screen shared to you, but it's not. So let me show that here. It's it's got really nerfed might. Like it's only
okay,
might, but
yeah,
everything else
like
it's still a javelin, so you know it's still kind of.
Is it like an FE12 thing, or because I think in FE11 it just like had better stats than the Iron Lance.
It had more might than the Iron Lance. It's worse accuracy and like worse uses and everything. But yeah, it's DS FE general 1-2 range was mostly good in Shadow Dragon. In this game they were like, wait, maybe the hand axes and javelins are a bit too strong. We're gonna nerf him, but we can still forge him to make him good if we want to.
Yeah. So this is one thing I was gonna. Oh, and I was asking. I'm pretty sure they also completely removed weapon weight as a mechanic. Not that I think it would have come up with any of our units so far. Maybe Faye would have been weighed down by an arrow bow. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But like I do remember this game like completely removed weapon weight as a mechanic altogether. Which I think the first game in the series to do so, or maybe Gaiden.
Let me think. Gaiden had it too. It's a little funky because everything in Gaiden is funky. If you 4 had it, 5 had it, 6 onwards had it. Yeah, no, this is a FE12 first thing, yeah. And then Awakening kept it gone too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it like came back kind of in like air quotes in I mean, it actually literally came back in SOV. I won't be like pretending it didn't.
And Fate had like it has like AS penalties but not weight, if you know what I mean. Like specific weapons you lose 5 attack speed or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Or you lose like 5 attack speed when attacking only or something. It's like, what on earth is going on?
That kind of weirdly uncharacteristic. That's very uncharacteristic of the SFE. It's like always very straightforward formulas. Fate is like if it's a Tuesday and a blue moon, then you double, right?
Yeah, it's like what on earth is going on?
And here it's like
it took me a while to get used to.
Here it's just like check your speed, check their speed. There you go. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, no, very easy, very simple. You know,
just like Conrad. Okay.
Yeah, no, I like this unit. 35 HP, 10 defense. I'll take it. By the way,
me too. Yeah, I think he's solid. Okay, and we'll see if he holds up in the main game, but I think he will. All right, so it looks like Altena can just come back, and then I don't even know if these guys will move right away, but if they do, they're gonna get their asses kicked. This guy also moved towards Altena. He didn't have anyone in range. He's like, all right, let me find my nearest good target, and he decided that was Altena, and he's gonna find himself very disappointed because by the time he gets here, she's already gonna be gone. So
yeah, Altena may have been the nearest actually. So it's hard to say nearest or most attractive, right? Like I think Altena was both.
Yeah, Altena is very attractive. Okay, let's go get some. Oh, we need to. Oh, I did it again. I was like, oh, if we have a full health guy here, we gotta take care of that first. But no, that's a full health guy that I don't have to take care of.
Oh yeah, no, already what was it? Someone called like the Soren archetype of like the unit who's so like gray that you think you've moved them already. This is like the Marty.
The Zelkovs.
You think they're an enemy.
The Zelkovs and the Irans, yeah.
Yeah, the Zelkov, the Iran, and the Soren, yeah.
Okay, let me just double check that I don't put Faye in the lethal range here. And just kill this guy from a safe distance.
Golly, this Faye bulk.
It's just a lot more HP than Ryan does, for sure. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh my gosh.
We did it. 0% growth.
So sorry to whoever submitted this unit.
I know, right?
I'm sure they thought Faye would like go in, you know, and just like show everybody the power. But
again, I just want you to know I have used Faye a lot in testing. Please don't let it sour your opinion on her.
Okay. Well, this is just like they're just gonna download the ROM and show everyone on their own now, right?
Yeah,
like, oh,
post a screenshot of their maxed out Faye. Okay, so this guy might. Surely he won't vulnerate at 16 HP, right? That would be a low HP thing. Okay. I mean, Altena has to retreat. I'm just thinking, like, she probably should fight this guy, right? Like, surely she has to fight that guy. Just to lessen the load a little bit on this group over here. So...
She could, like, fight one, surely.
She could fight two if you take the thief. Because if you think about it, this guy is even further back. Well, he does get walled off a little bit. He would have a straight line here, right? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, but there's, like, no way to fight the thief without also getting attacked by the archer or the hunter.
7 move versus 6. So I think that...
Well, the hunter, rather.
Oh, yeah, the hunter. Yeah, you're right. I didn't listen closely enough. Hunter is... Yeah, they might just be perfectly overlapping. So maybe we'll just have to contend with fighting one. Bring it. All the more reason to maybe bring the reinforcements over here. Or... we can have Conrad use his 1-2 range against his archer. And,
ooh, there we go.
Here. But yeah, we have to retire Altena's usefulness against these two enemies for 1 second. So I guess we're going to like the forest or something.
Yeah.
Right here.
We like unmark the Northwest Brigand range and then like toggle the global range just to make sure it's literally only him. Like
yeah, might want to make sure she phones too, because does she die to? No, she doesn't die to a single brigand. So maybe we don't need to.
Yeah. Do we have any vaults?
Yeah, there's one on Lachesis I could take. And Marty has the energy drink still and a normal vulnerability.
Okay.
So there's ways. I think this tile next to Faye is probably... or next to... I was thinking my healer was Faye, silly me. Next to Lachesis. Should be fine,
seems okay.
Right? Yeah.
It doesn't give them a fort, right? Yeah, no. They really can't move on to that thing.
Yeah, they don't have acrobatics, thankfully. They're not that kind of bandit. Okay, great. Let's send Lucina over as well to help out, because I think Conrad can take this on.
Someone's going to... Oh, okay. You think he can? Put Isadora in the middle then, just in case we're wrong. Like, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I think that's fine. Let me just see how Conrad wrecks this guy on enemy phase. Yeah, that's going to be an easy peasy.
Yeah.
Just keep.
Well,
him
there could be
here.
a miss, right? So you know.
There could certainly be a miss, but then this hunter is stuck here fighting Comrade and Osman. I think we'll be okay. But yeah,
true,
I could put Isora like on the force in the middle. That's fine. That's like that will let her attack anything she wants the next turn, right?
Yeah.
All right, 2 Cavaliers.
2. Oh, we do have 2 Cavaliers now.
Yep, we do. Gonna have to tell them apart somehow. Can we see the differences yet? No, they're both sword and lances still. There's not differences yet. There will be in the future, I promise.
There's not like a different sprite for female cav or male cav or something?
No, there's generally a lack of different sprites. You also notice that Lucina looks very male as a mercenary.
Yeah.
Not much to be done, unfortunately. I mean, at least the cleric still looked distinct.
Was there like a female mercenary in this game? So I do know that there was like a option to merge the class sets or something, right? Which I don't fully understand.
That is a merge between the 2 male class sets, though, unfortunately. So it would allow what's an example of both? So like it would allow Darrows to reclass into classes that Navarre could go into because they were in different ones.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Okay, so everyone is here. Again, we have a full health brigand here, but that's ours. I want to see if I can get a Devil Axe kill for funnies, but it looks like he's not letting me without dying.
Oh, no, you literally can, right?
Wait, does
no,
he?
you don't die.
We don't die. Do we not die?
24 plus 18. Oh, you're right. Okay, I was wrong. You're right.
Okay. I like how we both about to admit that we were wrong there. He could do this one, and if he misses, you know, if he backfires, you know, he doesn't get counted on.
That was pretty funny. Ooh.
Ugh, he did it.
Nice.
Devil Axe.
We're training Marty to what end for this massive level?
Yay, less backfire rate. You know what? That's pretty good.
I mean, you know,
1% less chance to die. I like it.
You know, I won't mind it. Yeah. Does he have like 100 HP growth or something? Or
from the top of my head, no. I don't think so. I do not believe so. Let me get this thief. I'm trying to feed Osman because honestly he's been having really bad levels, so I want to see a good one every now and then.
Oh yeah, no. Maybe that's the reason to stop feeding Osman, right?
Maybe it is. Well,
okay.
You know. We take those. We take those. Defense is good.
Yeah, sure, defense. Defense, though. He's no longer tied for the highest defense. He just has the highest defense now, right? So
we'll see how long it lasts with Altena kicking so much ass.
Oh yeah, true.
Isadora.
Altena just get like 1,000,000 kills. An Isadora level. We've seen one of those, or I think we have because she started level 1.
Yeah, sounds about right. See another one. And then we'll get to fight the only free boss. It feels like the entire... Oh my god, this is
offenses.
So good.
The only free boss.
Yeah.
Oh, does it like not move or something?
A stationary boss that doesn't kill you. It's great.
And not on a healing throne or whatever?
Yeah, that's... I think they didn't want you to boss abuse. It's just a generic guy with a hand axe.
It is 1/2 range, I guess. So, you know.
Yeah, but only 4 might, so is it really? I guess he like split the might of the hand axe in half and divided over 2 ranges, and this is the result.
And you have forts. He doesn't heal, so like if something goes wrong, you just run back to the fort and heal and come back, and you know.
If you're really paranoid about running out of heals, you can totally do that. That's true. All right, so we can just kind of farm him with Isadora or whatever he wants, and we'll be home scot-free.
There we go. A Lucina level?
Yeah, I can get a
I want to get that Lucina level. Lucina has like tremendous growths, right? Then again, you know, the prologue versus whatever main game version is different. I don't really know how many of the stats we earn now actually carry over.
Yeah, but at least they'll carry for the next couple chapters if we get some.
That's true.
It could help our double thieves. I don't know. That's kind of a thing with Seed and Vanilla, is you want to get some levels so you can get speed to double thieves in the last chapter. I think that's... I know, if I say a thing, it means it's a thing I know, not necessarily a thing that's like super important or anything.
Oh yeah. You've just heard of it before.
Yeah, it's something I can repeat to sound smart.
There we go.
Totally worth. Do you die to this guy? You die so bad.
Surely.
Holy fuck.
Oh my goodness. He like doubles the guy who doubles Faye, bro. Like what on earth?
That's my favorite way to phrase that. Alright, get Lucina. Fight the bandits. For a better future. Alright, how about you?
Better future? Yeah, how about for Teddy XP? Like, no. Get out of here.
Look, she's gonna get that level trust. I just need to sub in someone else real quick. Osman gets level 2. But, you know, he can fight. He doesn't get crit, right? Yeah, he doesn't get crit. He'll be fine. He'll be okay.
Yeah. Come on.
Trust.
Everyone's gonna take a turn fighting this ruffian, right?
Take a stab at him.
True.
All right. So now we can get him, right? Wait, Sora just kind of wrecks him now, right? Yeah, kind of wrecks him. Okay, I think we have
You
it.
wish.
I think we have it. Oh.
Is it really? Like, now what?
No.
Someone else has to come in and finish the job.
Yeah. That's
True.
That's doable, right? That
That
seems
was the
good to
whole
me.
point. Gotcha.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
For a better future. Risky's heal of my life? Maybe not. I don't know. What if he suddenly has bandage? I don't know.
What if you?
It's
What if he has
happened
he has a revival stone, right?
It's a revival stone. Got him. Hey,
What's this?
Paul
Oh, I mean,
Worth.
defense.
Worth.
Maybe HPD. Yeah,
Maybe.
good level.
Maybe.
You know what? Here's the thing. She has so much speed anyway. I think if she got a speed level, they'd be like, who cares,
True.
right? Like, but
Yeah.
HP straight defense. I think that could matter.
More
We'll take it,
bulk,
we'll take it.
so that if any more archers appear, we can bait him into attacking Faye over Lucina. I don't know.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Faye's so freaking slow that like surely that just works all the time.
Yeah, as long as she can survive the archer, it's fine.
Yeah.
What's the matter, Oswin? Is there something bothering you?
Oh, is this another choice?
This
Are
is
you gonna
another
pull
trick
your
choice.
YouTube channel
I'm
again?
gonna pull my YouTube again. I'm not gonna tell him again because we record these in advance quite a bit. So when this episode comes out, I've probably already recorded like the first 3, 4, 5 episodes, and so you will forever remain in ignorance until the videos come out. People, so sorry, but you're being tested like a guinea pig right now.
I was gonna be like, what's this Becca doing? And it's like
what are these
weirdo. Yeah.
Is this some advanced engagement driving strategy? Well, that too. That too. All right. I'm surprised those both worked in one try, but I guess our units really are goated, and so are our strategies. And so are our units, and so are the strategies. So, yeah, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time for some Prologue 6.
See you around.